I moved into my new apartment a month ago. Rent was cheap, but there was a catch. I had to share it with a roommate. The landlord told me his name was Eric. He'd been living here for a while, but kept to himself. I didn't think much of it at first. The guy was quiet, almost too quiet. I barely saw him. No small talk, no noise, just a closed bedroom door and the occasional creak of the floorboards at night. At first, I assumed he worked late shifts or just preferred being alone. But after a while, I started noticing strange things. I'd come home to find my bedroom door slightly open when I knew I had closed it. My drawers were off by an inch, like someone had gone through them, but tried to put everything back just right. A few times, my blankets were shifted, like someone had been sitting on my bed. I started locking my door, thinking maybe Eric was just nosy. But then things got even stranger. One night, I was lying in bed, scrolling through my phone when I heard breathing. Not mine. This was slower, heavier, coming from somewhere close, too close. I held my breath and listened. It was coming from under my bed. My chest tightened. I wanted to move, but I couldn't. My brain was screaming at me to get up, to check, but I was frozen. Then the mattress shifted. Just a little, but enough to know something was under there. I swallowed hard and reached toward my nightstand where I kept my phone charger. The second my fingers brushed the cable, I yanked it, unplugging my phone to use the screen as a mirror. I angled it toward the floor, and I saw him. Eric, curled up, eyes wide, staring right at me. I felt sick. My hands started shaking as I gripped the phone tighter. He wasn't blinking. He wasn't even breathing normally, just staring. I slid back on the bed, trying not to scream. "What the hell are you doing?" My voice cracked. Eric didn't move. His mouth twitched slightly like he was about to speak, but then he just whispered, "Shh." That was it, just shh. I bolted out of bed so fast I nearly tripped over my own feet. I ran out of the room, out of the apartment, straight into my car. My hands were shaking as I called my landlord. His response made my stomach drop. "I told you Eric keeps to himself," he said, completely calm. "But I never said he was your roommate." I sat there, gripping my phone, unable to breathe. I didn't go back. I sent movers to grab my stuff while I found a new place. I don't know how long he was under there, or how many nights I went to sleep with him just inches away, waiting. And the worst part? Last night I stayed in a hotel to clear my head, locked the door, made sure the room was completely empty before sleeping. But at 3:12 a.m. I woke up to a sound. A slow, steady breathing coming from under the bed.